In internet or online, there has been so much of misconception of Kundalini and people doing Kundalini Yoga, right? So they try to awaken something which will change their fundamental experience of reality. That how right now they're experiencing reality, it will completely change everything. Some say it's a dangerous practice, some say it's an awakening practice. I'll try to explain my experience with Kundalini energy. First of all, it is not something like a snake you see. The energy that resides. So, in ancient time, the yogis saw energy moving inside them when they like sat in stillness. They experienced some energy inside them. And to describe that energy, they put it like a snake because how snake moves like a coil. It's still, and then when it moves like this, right? So that's a symbol of Kundalini. It doesn't mean there is snake residing in your lower chakra. This is like a first misconception of Kundalini that there's a snake and you'll start visualization of snakes. You'll start imagining a snake inside you. No. Kundalini awakening is one of the beautiful experience in a sadhak's life. But it should not be done by a fear. It should be in silence. And what are the symptoms like your Kundalini had started to awaken? It has its own symptoms. First is your breath changes. Right now, how I'm breathing, if I start some Kundalini practices, your breath will start changing. And every sadhak will have a different breath. It's just to neutralize the breath in Ida and Pingala. So there are three nadis. One is Ida, Pingala, and the middle one. It is very important before you go to any practice like Kundalini, your Ida and Pingala nadi are in a balanced way. Otherwise, that energy, instead of going from in Sushmita, that third nadi, right? The middle nadi, the spine of your, so the nadi that resides in spine, actually it's not in the spine, it's outer in the spine that connects you, your spine to your brain, that gets you experience the spirituality in your own body. If your Ida is not balanced or Pingla is not balanced, the left and right side, right? The different traditions call it by different names. But if your left and right side are not balanced, and if you awaken something powerful as Kundalini, it can go into different directions and it can go into the unbalanced side and it will create a lot of chaos for you. Instead of giving you that bliss, that experience, it can be a dangerous experience for you. If you're not mentally stable, if you're not physically stable, you should not do any practice like Kundalini. So, first symptom is the breath changes. Second is you will observe when it starts going to the upper chakras. First chakra is Muladhara. Second is your sexual chakra. You will start having sexual thoughts. And many of the sadhak use there that, hey, I'm sitting for something very spiritual in nature and why I'm getting sexual thoughts. because sex is our nature. The first vasana that is given to us by our parents is sex. They had kam vasana, that is why we were born. And every species that is physical in its nature is born by that. So don't get be afraid of if you're having sexual thoughts, right? You have to work on then your lower chakras to remove that thoughts. Maybe you have watched so much of pornography, maybe you have watched so much of adult movies, which will come into surface when the purest energy that resides in, as a form of Kundalini rises, they will come. You can't escape it because it's an energy which is transformative in a way. Suddenly you will realize your body starts behaving differently. It will sometimes do some asanas. It will do some starts doing some mudras, right? If you just observe your body, you'll see that once it goes to your navel chakra, it will do unnecessary things. Don't let it go, let it flow. Just be observer. You'll see it will do some asana which you have not known in your uh, like life. It will start doing some mudras. It will start doing everything. Let it flow. Still, let it go. And then when it starts reaching your heart chakra, suddenly you'll start crying without any reason. There will be like tears coming from your eyes. And you'll say, what the hell is happening? Why I am crying as a man. But whatever sorrows, emotions, hidden miseries, what you had stored in yourself, it comes out in form of tears. So let your tears flow. And then when it goes to your throat chakra, it doesn't happen in a day. It will take some time. You'll be afraid. You will start visualizing things. When you go to throat chakra, different sounds will start producing in your throat. Sometimes your tongue will start going inside. Sometimes uh, you will start producing different sounds that you have not heard in your life. And that is the mental cleaning that is happening in your mind. These sounds are cleaning your mind and, you know, dissolving every unconscious memories that you happen. And this is like till fourth chakra. Fifth one is like Agna chakra. When it reaches there, you'll know where is your third eye. You'll know that the inner eye that we say in yogic, the third eye of Shiva, or the mystical eye where you can see different realms, when it's reached there, then you will know this world is just not a physical world. It is a different subtle dimensions, different subtle mysteries going on here. But here you have to be careful because what your mind is imagining and what is the reality, there won't be a difference. In subtle layer, when you go, whatever you imagine, it becomes a reality. If you right now start imagining Krishna and put a energy into subtle layer, Krishna might be standing inside you or like in front of you or any deity. And this is how our gods were created, different realms were created, different cities were created by using this subtle layer. Here you have to let go of that visions also. You'll start encountering different ghosts, different devtas, different parallel universes here. You have to let go it also. It's okay. Everyone will go through this. And then once this, from this to this is like a madness. It can't be described in words. It's just a madness. It's just a pure bliss, pure consciousness, which many doesn't acquire. And then you'll see your tongue starts behaving in a different way. Your tongue starts to connect. You will start seeing your tongue starts connecting to your upper this jaws, basically to complete that circuit of that energy flowing, and everything in your life will start changing. That, it's like a transformative force. But if you're not ready for that force, it's like you have a bulb and electricity is flowing through it. If that electricity goes, like, there is a lot of energy that your body produce, and if your body is not ready for it, you'll burst into something. It's a very dangerous practice, as well as it's one of the best experience of life. And that is how the life around us is. If you see a fire, it's one of the beautiful thing. But if you put your hand into it for so long, your hand will get burned. Similarly happens with these practices. Okay. And so if you're afraid, you should find someone who has already gone through this path. But here comes, like, how will you find someone is right or wrong? In today's world, where everything has become a money or a business, look what we have done to the yoga. What we have done to something which was so transformative, self discovery, self transformation in nature. We have reduced it to fucking beer yoga and dog yogas. The Americans, the videos that I see, it's like, what are the guys doing? Yoga is not about like flexibility of your, muscles. You can achieve it in dance, man. Yoga is just to find that rhythm inside you, that stillness inside you. It's like stillness and then dancing, everything, but it's not a physical activity that you stretch your legs to top and you say you are a yogic. No, that's not how it works. So, again, like coming back to Kundalini, it's one of the best experience if you're ready for it. And it becomes a worst experience if you're not ready for it. You see many people go mentally unstable after such awakening because they don't know how to ground themselves. They don't know how to silence themselves. Because when Shakti starts manifesting things or Shakti starts moving, if you don't have a essence of Shiva or stillness inside you, that Shakti can go dangerous because it's raw form of energy. And from that energy, our tantric Mahavidyas were created as a symbols, Kali, Tara, and all other Mahavidyas, to give you that symbols in your life that, hey, if you're going on this path, you should understand the behavior of Shakti, that it can be creative. The Shakti gives you birth, and it also takes birth from you. That is the nature of Shakti, right? So when you get born, a Shakti is given to you. And when you die, the Shakti is taken from you. And to handle Shakti like Kundalini, you need a sense of Shiva, stillness inside you. Otherwise, don't go into these practices. Trust me. Don't go into tantra practices. Don't go into mantra chanting and all if you're not psychologically, physically, emotionally, mentally stable. Because these things are something in subtle experiences. If you imagine just this one, it will be like this, that much, because it becomes a reality then. So stop doing yoga online, stop doing yoga just for fun. Okay, yoga is way deeper than you can think. You can play a sport, go to gym, run if you want something for physical body. But if you're going in hardcore yoga practices, you should be aware of the dangers it has. If someone like you sit here in your meditation, some beautiful lady comes, right? And it start dancing around you, you will be fucked up that is it a reality or my imagination? You'll start dancing with us. You don't know the dangerous or the forces that reside on the path of spiritual evolution. These are also just kept to make things harder for a sadhak so that once he graduates from these things he can go to a next destination or the journey keeps on going. So stop watching these Kundalini videos and the people who are teaching Kundalini. They don't know a shit about this Kundalini practice. Let me say it in realistic words. So find your own self, be grounded before you even go into these practices. Otherwise, people will make money off you. People will teach you a practice, and once things goes wrong, they won't know how to rectify and make it right for you. If in a nature something is simple, it is yet same. It's also dangerous. If there is a river, you can swim across the river, but if you don't know swimming, you will drown into that river. So just do things which are benefit for you. Nor do these practices just everyone is doing it. Tantra, tantric sex is not about physical sex. It is about the union between your Shakti and Shiva. It's not someone, you, woman and man sitting together and trying different things, different positions, what people are doing in name of tantric sex. You're just fooling yourself. I'm sorry to say, but you're fooling yourself. It is the deep essence of yoga, a union between the Shakti and Shiv inside you. That is a different philosophy. It's not consuming alcohol, eating fish, eating meat, and doing all kind of weird things in names of tantra practices. No, it is the deep realization of self that how Shakti is moving inside us like a prana and how Shiva is holding that Shakti. Understand these things before you go on to the practices. Otherwise, what could have been a blissful or a experience for you would be a miserable and worst experience in your life. So stop this WhatsApp communities, stop this online yoga sessions, stop this certifications like 15 hours or how much hours and you become a certified yoga instructor. No, understand that reality is more fundamental, more it like grounds you, makes you like I can't say in the words, I can just it's just experiences. So be safe, be protected from this frauds that goes on online and make once things are ready for you, universe will give you. Har Har Mahadev.